From Lewis Hamilton's first Ferrari test to Aston Martin's bold leadership overhaul and Red Bull's evolution without Newey, this update is packed with drama and big changes. Ferrari has officially scheduled Lewis Hamilton's highly anticipated first track session at Fiorano on January 22, 2025, weather permitting. This will mark Hamilton's first outing behind the wheel of a Ferrari following his monumental switch from Mercedes. Key details of Hamilton's Ferrari debut. January 20th, Hamilton will begin his Ferrari journey with a session on the simulator at the Scuderia Ferrari factory. January 21st to 23rd, Fiorano circuit is reserved for potential track sessions, but January 22nd is the target date for Hamilton's maiden run in a Ferrari. Car for testing, Hamilton will drive the Ferrari F175 from the 2022 season, carrying his iconic number 44. Hamilton will spend time building relationships with key personnel, including his track engineer Riccardo Adami, and familiarising himself with Ferrari's processes alongside teammate Charles Leclerc. The new car is in the production phase and the drivers will soon be actively involved in simulator and track training sessions. These will also be the first days in which Leclerc and Hamilton will start to build their relationship as teammates, pushing Ferrari forward in their quest for the 2025 Constructors and Drivers' Championships. How do you think Hamilton will adapt to Ferrari? Amid widespread backlash over Lewis Hamilton's move to Ferrari, former world champion Jacques Villeneuve has come out in strong defence of the seven-time champion, directly responding to remarks made by Flavio Briatore questioning Ferrari's decision. Lewis is the greatest driver of all time because of his following. His image goes beyond F1. Not many drivers have that impact. He continued, "You can't just see Ferrari as a racing team, it's a whole industry. Lewis's contracting was worth millions. It was the best move they have ever made." Villeneuve, when comparing Hamilton to Max Verstappen, said, "Get Verstappen out of F1, nobody cares. Take Hamilton out, people care. That's the biggest deal." In contrast, Briatore recently claimed, "If I had been in a position of responsibility at Ferrari, I wouldn't have signed Lewis." Villeneuve dismissed Briatore's stance as short-sighted, highlighting the strategic and commercial brilliance behind Hamilton's signing. Do you agree with Villeneuve's take? Is Hamilton's move the best thing for Ferrari? Aston Martin has undergone a major leadership restructuring to reignite its championship ambitions following a disappointing 2024 season. The reshuffle sees Andy Cowell take on dual roles as Group CEO and team principal, while Mike Crack moves to a newly created position as Chief Trackside Officer. After a stellar 2023 campaign, the team's performance slumped in 2024, prompting a need for change. "My job is to create a team where everyone knows their role and strives for continuous improvement," Cowell said. "Overlap of responsibility makes me grumpy. Gaps in communication make me grumpier." The additions of Adrian Newey and Enrico Cardile highlight Aston Martin's intent to contend for championships. Reorganisation mirrors successful structures at teams like McLaren and Racing Bulls, freeing technical leads to focus on car performance, while leadership manages broader operations. Is Aston Martin on the path to becoming a title contender? Ferrari's bold decision to sign Lewis Hamilton for the 2025 season, as Mercedes promotes 18-year-old Andrea Kimi Antonelli, highlights two vastly different philosophies in building for the future. Ferrari team boss Fred Vasseur emphasised Hamilton's unparalleled experience and strategic value. It's not just about speed or performance. He brings the experience of a seven-time champion who has worked in top teams. It's always important to learn from outsiders, especially at Hamilton's level. Vasseur believes Hamilton's insights will be instrumental, particularly with regulatory changes coming in 2026. Meanwhile, Mercedes opted for youthful potential, promoting Antonelli after a sixth-place finish in Formula 2. Vasseur refrained from critiquing the move, noting, "There is no rule behind these choices. It's about doing what's best in your context. For us, Hamilton is the best solution today." Hamilton will hit the Fiorano track later this month for a test with Ferrari's 2022 F175 car. Vasseur expressed confidence in the seven-time champion seamlessly integrating into Ferrari's system. "I know his motives and way of working. I'm convinced he will fit perfectly into our team." What do you think? Did Ferrari make the right call with Hamilton? Red Bull racing boss Christian Horner has addressed concerns over the recent exits of legendary designer Adrian Newey and sporting director Jonathan Wheatley, assuring fans that the team remains prepared and focused for future challenges. Horner stressed that the team is well equipped to handle these changes. It's sad to see them go, but the show goes on. We've got the strength and depth to manage this. Newey had transitioned to working on the RB17 hypercar project since Miami, stepping away from F1 development. Wheatley's departure marks another significant shift for Red Bull ahead of the demanding 2026 regulation changes. Rejecting the notion of a rebuild, Horner described the moves as part of natural team progression. It's evolution. This has been planned for some time. Red Bull has promoted Gianpiero Lambiase, Verstappen's trusted race engineer, to head of racing operations, while he continues working directly with the reigning champion. How do you think Red Bull will perform post-Newey and Wheatley? What do you think of Ferrari's gamble with Hamilton? Will Aston Martin's shake-up pay off? And can Red Bull stay dominant without Newey? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for all the latest F1 news.